Day 2 at the Northwest Cup at Sam's Hollywood Billiards sees Team Washington tie it up again. It's a race to 11, and they are both at 8. Here we go with another singles match. The world-renowned champion Dan Louie against... He's from Washington. And we got Mr. Steve Lingelbach. This ought to be a great match. Good job, guys.
All right, here we go. This should be a fantastic match. All right, looks like one ball has it. I think that was Steve Lingelbach. Oh, he hasn't made a ruling yet. All right, so this whole thing brought to you by Big Earn Billiards, cheapcues.com. Use that coupon code Team Oregon, Dupalux, custom stash boxes, NWPA, the Northwest Women's Pool Association, Jam Up Apparel, and Sandro Menzel Photography. Thank you guys for your support. Being joined by the one, the only, Summerfield Habner.
Hey, hey.
Hey, hey.
We got a Louie Bach match here, huh?
A Louie Bach.
Yeah. Well, that was a heck of a match, that last one.
How do you like those kick shots? Oh, man. Two back to back. First the one, and then we're going to relag.
They're relagging. It was that close.
He even pulled out the measuring apparatus, and we are relagging.
Well, I think Steve's got this one. Yeah, they're not going to need to measure
I don't think they're going to have to measure this one.
Yeah, they got it. That's a good sign for a match to come, though, when you're relagging.
2 out of 3.
Feeling like a double cheeseburger hill thriller. I like that.
Baseman says, remember to like, share, subscribe, and throw money at him. Yeah, especially that last part.
Yeah.
Hey, we're not above begging for money.
Well, this has the makings of a great match. Both of these players, been in this situation a ton of times before. It'll be interesting to see who can settle down. Both these guys just play so strong.
Oh,
Steve.
I'm looking forward to this match.
Yep. It's an awful nice break.
Nice break. Well, it's... Yeah, I was joking with Darren Walding before that, you got that $700 break cue and you're just shooting, the soft little break shot. Do you really need a $700 break cue to go for the soft 9-ball break?
Yeah, you might have a point there.
In fact, I've been using that break for several years now. I don't use the hard break anymore. I think we talked about this yesterday.
Yeah.
And I don't even use a break cue. I just use my playing cue. And when you're hitting them soft, why do you need a break cue?
And you get right through there. What a shot, Steve.
Nice. Oh wow. How's his speed?
Perfect.
It's all right.
Yeah, you don't have issues with your tip when you do that. Do you really break that soft?
I break that soft?
Huh. Yeah, I guess the way I fire bank shots, I could probably just break with my cue also. I can't soft break though. I definitely need a little.
Well, it's not that soft. I put a little bit of a pop, a little bit of a pop.
Yep.
But it's no harder of a shot than just your medium speed shot. In fact, it's probably less hard than a medium speed shot normally. It's plus your regular shooting cue is more comfortable in your hand usually than a break cue usually.
Yep, absolutely.
All right, how's the speed? Is he going to end up dead straight in and on the rail?
Well, it's not dead straight, but he definitely wish he had a little more of an angle than that. Man,
he'll be okay. He'll be okay. He'll go to that side rail and then back across to this way.
Yeah, I think so too. He doesn't need to be out that far.
Yeah, he'll just come over here somewhere to the rail and back across table.
That's when these players have gotten in trouble, when you see them start to force things. I don't think Steve's forcing it, though.
He's a little bit more seasoned than that. I don't think he's going to do anything crazy.
It's also got that extension. He's playing full time with that extension, and It really does put a little more oomph on your shot.
Yeah, it works for Earl Strickland. Oh, don't get on the rail.
On the rail.
Now he's on
That's
the rail
no fun.
and straight. He's on the rail and straight in. Well, just roll it in. Just get past the 9 and back cut the 8.
Boy.
Is he? Actually, he's got a little angle. He could go to the rail.
Yeah.
He could follow 2 rails. You almost have to follow 3 rails.
Yeah, and that looks like what he's hitting. I mean, you don't want to jack up and hit this ball. I think you want to follow it forward. It's a natural 3-railer. You just got to make sure you pocket that ball. Oh, just 2. Hold up.
9
hold
for perfect.
Up, hold
no,
up.
This is a little bit off angle.
Shoot. But you know what? We saw him
Making
shoot
it
one of these
interesting.
long ones again. I definitely just cut this to the opposite corner and
You go which
around
way
3
to the?
rails.
Okay, so you go to the
Cut to the
right,
left.
left on screen or the right on screen?
This is here. Us here. Oh, right there. I would cut to the right.
To the right on bottom right on screen.
You got a natural 3-railer coming around to take the 9 in the opposite corner pocket, that bottom left corner pocket.
Sure.
I mean, that back cut's steep, and I don't like where you're ending up if you do. You hit it a little too fat, you end up scratching.
Yeah, going to the bottom right seems easier to control the cue ball. If you have the line that the cue ball is going to take is going to be a little better line. He's going the other way.
He's back cutting it that way, man. Oh man.
I don't
Is he
think
playing safe?
I don't think this shot is any harder. I think it's just harder to control the cue ball this way. But let's
Overcut it.
and scratched. Oh, disaster.
God, that's a heartbreaker. And that is so tough to come out. I mean, Steve struggled this morning, wasn't playing as strong as I've seen him play in the past. And he came in, he was looking really good on that rack. And one shot like that can really rattle you. Hopefully he can settle down and just get on to the next rack. That's a heartbreaker, man. You stick right on Dan's chin. Gets right down there.
1-0, Dan Louie.
Dan Louie plays so strong, and he definitely has just that unique, dynamic stroke and stance and everything. Just such a cool Northwest player. Couple giants right here. Definitely an unlucky roll for Steve on that, and it didn't take much. You know, you see that slip away and just get a little bit out of line and a little further, and he just got bad on that last ball. I thought he made it when he shot it, but came around and scratched. That's tough.
Yeah, he was. Steve was looking so good that rack, and then, like you say, it just takes just that one thing, and it all goes to somewhere in a handbasket.
Well, he'll pull it together.
Yeah, well, that's just one game.
We're 7-7, 8-8.
8-8.
We're 8-8 right now. Ooh, this is huge. Man, it would be awesome to see this go hill.
Oh, you know it's going to. Of course it is. I mean, that's.
You are certain.
I am 100% positive this is going 10-10.
That sounds like a $1 bet.
All right, you got it. Anything other than 10-10, you get $1.
Perfect. Anything more off. So if it's 9-11, it's $2, right? Well, I always bet against the Ducks because I win either way. So I like betting against it going hill because you win either way. It would be great to see this go hill. Have a team match for the end of it.
I'm just trying to figure out what I want to buy with that $1. I'm already got it spent in my head. That's how sure I am.
That's how sure I am. Man, Dan is just so consistent. This is a weird shot to get good on that 3 ball.
Yeah, this is not ideal. This is suboptimal.
Is he going to thin that 2 and then come off the foot rail and between the 3-6? You're not going to leave yourself a great shot, but...
Man, this is...
not fun.
No.
Or is he going to draw straight back? go to the head rail and back for the 3.
He's cutting the 2 in the. He's cutting the 2 in the side.
Oh, and he's just
He's
trying
gonna
to hit
bump it for perfect.
Yeah.
Bump it for, well, at least you can see the 3.
Bump it for pretty sweet. 3 doesn't pass the 5, though.
No.
Doesn't
He's
carry him
almost-
off the 5 in the side.
I mean, he's straight into the side, but man, that's that pocket is way too tiny from this angle. Of course, the cue ball goes in every time.
How do you like cutting the 3 towards his right and drawing behind the 4 ball? Going to the side rail and then down under the 4.
Or the other way, cut the 3 to the left and draw the cue ball in behind the 9-8.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he didn't get there.
He was trying to get behind
Man.
the 4. He did. He is behind the 4. You said
he bumped it and he still got there.
You said he didn't get there, but he got there.
Yes, he did.
Man.
Another poor call by me. Yeah, Stevie's in a tricky situation here. That's not easy.
That's a nice shot by Dan.
Steve loves this, though. Man, watching him play safe battles is so much fun. He hits the cue ball so well, and I think that's the most exciting part of this match for me with these guys.
James says, buy more cowbells.
Hey, I just paid.
Oh, that's with my dollar that I'm going to win. I'm going to buy more cowbells, apparently.
I don't know if I told you. Did I tell you yet that Darren called me out on the stream, and then a guy just came up to me at the bar, this fellow Matt. He's like, well, I was listening to you on the stream. You said you were going to buy a drink for anybody. So he took me up on it. He's like, you said anybody that brought a cowbell? Well, I brought 2. I was like, well, better make it a double.
Right on.
So cool.
Right on.
It's working.
That's awesome.
It's an open-ended offer, ladies and gentlemen.
Hopefully some Washington people bring some cowbells. We can't have just one-sided.
Well, Oregon's sharing their cowbell. I saw a little cowbell passing over there. It's only 2, but they're making them sound pretty big.
That's great.
Stevie's just going to go 1 rail here and try and get behind that 5 ball. Maybe not. Maybe he's going to 3. I like the 3 rails and try and make it in the side.
Yeah, he's kind of reverse 3-railer here.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, he was trying something tricky.
Yeah. It was tricky, for sure.
Ball in hand for Dan Louie.
Yep.
With a nice layout here. Oh, he just dropped that cue ball, almost hit the ball with it.
Oh, shoot.
Whoops.
Dave Canova having a little fun with Dan over there. He's been great this whole weekend, too.
Drink a beer from the cowbell.
I think the winners win the cowbell as well.
I don't like beer, but I do like a nice, fine, aged single malt scotch. Drink that out of the cowbell. I think that's perfectly fitting.
I want to sanitize that cowbell. I'm pretty sure it's open on both ends, too, so
I guess I have to
might be a little bit of a problem.
I guess I need to hold the cowbell up over my mouth while you pour the scotch in from the top.
There we
Something
go.
like that, like a funnel.
We'll be drinking scotch from a cowbell. Oh, screen's glitching out up there. Our playback screen. Do we know anything about that?
That's the TV. That's not us.
Gotcha. Yep, the stream
That
looks great.
TV's broken.
Yee. Somebody's going to have a seizure out there. Well, we got the referee taking care of tech support. And Dan Louie is just sitting here running out.
They're trying to figure out how to turn it off because it's being distracting to the players. And Dan is, well, he's trying to ignore it, but he can't ignore it anymore. They're trying to figure out how to turn it off. Now you can see that on the upper right of the screen, you can see that kind of flashing light. That's coming from the TV. The TV is flashing like crazy here, and it's in full view of this table here. So
yeah, I mean it's right in Dan's line of sight. I thought he was going to shoot. It wasn't even bugging him. Oh, there we go.
Very distracting to the players.
Referee championing, turning off the television.
All right, they figured they were able to find the power switch. Only took 3 people to find it. All right, we are restarting the clock. It's a local move, Sam's special light.
It's hard to recover from that, though. Big distraction. I mean, he was in the zone. Oh, my gosh. And that kind of stuff happens. You just can't just jump back into it. He was in such a good spot there, too. Steve has got a tricky one, though. He's got to hit this ball pretty soft to stay good on the 8-ball. And that's a sharp cut up the rail.
He's looking at coming round table. He was just lining up, going round table with this.
I like coming around table, but, I mean, he's got to get back right where his cue ball is now.
Yeah, because, that 9-ball is...
I like playing this with inside and playing short side over there.
I don't know if you can hold the cue ball up.
Yeah, you're right.
This table's running fast.
It is running fast. Yeah, he's coming around. He's coming back around.
Oh, position off the point. I didn't see that. Safety?
Point position.
Safety?
Nope, he can see it.
No safety. All right, Dan's going to get a reprieve for that miss. Going to get another shot at this.
Well, I hate to see that happen, but I don't know. It feels like Dan didn't deserve that distraction, so maybe he deserved a good roll there.
A little bit of left spin.
He missed that ball.
Oh, no.
Oh, my gosh. All right. See these players get back in it. Steve in a way better position on this one. You got to think he's going to get out of this rack. They're up there trying to fix the TV right now. Give it a minute, man.
Yeah, at least wait between games.
Oh, Steve. I really hope they don't turn it on.
Right while he's shooting the 9.
They did. They just turned it on. He just makes that ball. Oh.
Oh, hello, hockey girl. Welcome. Thanks for tuning in.
How are you? Is it a live feed?
Steve Lingelbach with a couple of unexpected turn of events there on that game.
Intensive staff.
Someone's yelling Oregon like Europe, like they do Europe on on the Mosconi Cup. Oregon.
Well, they were asking about the connection over here. They're back. TV's back on, but it's back to.
That's Matt McInnes. He's the guy in charge of putting our feed up on that TV, so he's the guy to talk to.
Sounds good.
He's in charge of that.
Yeah, I don't see him. I think he might have stepped out for just a minute.
That's entirely possible.
He's sure putting a lot of work in here, coordinating a lot of different yahoos.
Yeah, he's wearing a lot of hats, running around, chicken head cut off type of thing.
And coaching this team.
And coaching.
It's good these players don't need too much coaching.
No.
There is Tombstone Cliff Maxon cheering on his opponent. All these teams have just been great, really supportive of one another.
Action Maxon.
Action Maxon. It's a strange break. Keeps getting that one all the way to the foot or the head rail. Kind of had a thuddy stroke on it.
Face man, because Oregon has the special flashing TV as their sharking move. What would Washington's signature shark move be? Random uncontrolling coughing guy, aggressive jump shots on the next table guy. It's too funny, face man.
Oh man!
Oh, look at this safety.
Well, Steve got a good roll there, but it looked like he hit a good save.
What do you mean good roll? He totally planned that.
Well. I guess I skipped a couple points ahead. He got a bad roll catching that point, and then he got a very good roll on the point. I gotta say, I sure like Dan Louie to kick this ball in. You can't leave the object ball that close to the rail and hope to be safe. And if he misses short, he's got a great chance to make it across the other side on that 5-ball. Hits it a little wide. Oh, man.
Is it going to get safe?
What a shot.
Right back at you. Right back at you.
Kind of got to think Dan might not have been trying to make that ball.
You don't think so?
I think
I think he was
with that
trying to
outcome?
do. I think he was trying to do pretty much what he did.
Exactly that.
Just kick the one ball down this way and cue ball up the other way is what he was trying.
So Steve's going to 2-rail under this one ball, and I think he's going to hope to get right between that 9-7 gap.
On here, it looks like he has a window right between the 3-8 to cut the one in. But obviously, if he had that window, he'd be down there shooting it and not kicking at it.
Oh my gosh, it does look like it. It's easy to miss those things. Oh man, he hit it so good, just a little firm. This table is rolling fast.
All right. Opportunity for Dan.
Sometimes you just don't think the ball's going to get through that window, too. You think you're going to make contact with something that's going to slow it down. Yeah, Dan with a great opportunity here. Wants to float out high enough that he can cut that 3 and avoid unwanted contact.
Yeah, position on the 3 is tough. I mean, if you just drift over to the center of the table, yeah, you'll have a shot on the 3, but from that angle to get to the 4 is tough.
Not fun.
Well, just making the 1 is tough. This is a tough shot.
And you want to drift wide, but you drift a little too wide, and all of a sudden you're blocked by the 8.
And I think he's got the perfect angle on this. Oh, that's a nice shot, Danny. That's the perfect angle on the 3.
Yeah?
That's perfect. Nicely done.
Huh. It's hard to see on the monitors. It does look like he's in a great position.
It's perfect.
Straw straight back.
Yep.
Take the 4 ball in the upper left. Or is he
affirmative.
going to drift up? Wow.
Nice.
Very nice shot. And a perfect angle to get back on the 5. Is he going to cut that 5 in the side? I can't tell how far off the rail it is.
I don't think so. I think it's going to go to one of the 2 corners. Probably going to come short side of the 5 for the 5 in the other corner. Well,
I think he's off the rail enough.
From this angle, I mean, it sure looks like he's playing for the side.
Yep.
I hope it goes.
Wow.
That's a tough shot from there.
Oh, man, it is. So he did. He was trying to play the corner and just underrolled it.
I think that's it. I think he was playing for the corner and came up short.
On top of that, I guess he'll play between the 7-8.
Oh,
Get
nice
past it.
shot.
Nice shot, Dan Louie. Gee whiz.
Showing why he's a world champion.
Yep. Is he going to follow straight through and come that thin side of between the 7 and the rail? It looks like it's just the perfect line to do that.
Oh, no. Short. Gosh. Man, it's never easy, is it?
No, it isn't. He's just hoping for entertainment value is what he's doing. Playing safe. Boy, it's tough to not play that bank shot. It's just...
I think, no, you got to play the safety here. Just thin off the 7, come in, 2 rails in behind that 9 or 8.
You want to get a lot of separation with these balls, though.
Just barely clip that 7 where the 7 just barely moves.
And come between the 8-9. Just come right behind the 9, just like that.
He got there.
Yep.
He got there. Nice shot, Danny.
Well, Steve's got a long rail kick here. And that 7 ball, I guess it's a little more off the rail than I thought. I was going to say that 7 ball is awful small right there, but Steve is a one-pocket player, and this is a pretty high percentage kick for him.
He's hit it.
Get in there.
Did he get a rail?
Oh.
He's got a rail. But that left a pretty good. They're clapping, but Dan's going to win this game, I'm sure. He's got a pretty good shot on this 7 here.
He almost Damian Pompin kicked that
Pump and kicked.
in. Still working it out. It's still in its trial phases.
Still,
Pump and
that,
kick,
that
yeah.
one's still in
That
R&D.
totally works.
That one's still in R&D.
Is he going to take this in the opposite corner there? Come around 3 rails? Just 2.
Just everything in the same pocket.
Yep. Couple preemptive cowbells out there.
Oh, wow. He shot that into the point.
That's scary. This is definitely a longer cut than Dan was hoping for here.
Good look at that dragon logo on the Cyclop Hyperion balls.
Nice shot.
There it is.
Wiggled it right in. Dan Louie going up 2-1.
Hey, this is a family show here. In case you haven't seen this photo, that's Dan Louie from years ago. Mr.
So cool.
Mr. Bruce Lee. So intense.
He looks just about the same, too.
Just a little older.
Yep. He's buttoned up a little more now.
Yeah. Don't let that 686 Fargo rate fool you. He is a world champion. You know, he doesn't play as much as he used to. He may not be at his prime anymore, but yeah, he's still got it.
And he's actually the nicest person on the planet Earth. I've
Absolutely.
got an opportunity to play him a couple times.
He's
and
great.
He's just a phenomenal competitor and a really, really nice person. I learned a lot of pool from a player that not a lot of people have a lot of nice things to say about, and I asked Dan Louie about him, about whole Arizona Lee, and Dan was the only person that started with something nice about Lee. Said he played stronger than just about anybody he'd ever played.
Oh, yeah. Dan Louie, he's got his fair share, maybe more than his fair share of medals. Oh, 5-ball. Five ball just rattled out.
Well, look where that 1 ball is, though. I mean, that's not
The old long straight in.
not ideal position at all.
Well,
There's been a couple discussions about racking. I saw Cliff talking to Sam about racking a little bit. It's just so touchy with these players playing the soft break. I mean, no matter what, the break is always going to come into it. The rack's always going to come into it. Magic Rack makes it a little more consistent, but
yeah, and
there's always going to be issues.
Yeah, and speaking of racking, the players are not allowed to inspect the rack. You're not allowed to look for any gaps or anything in the rack to try to use that to your advantage to try to decide where to break from.
You're not even allowed to look?
Not allowed to look, nope.
I think that's an interesting way of doing things. Is that based on a specific rule set or just for this tournament?
A lot of
Mosconi style.
A lot of tournaments do that, where if a referee is racking the balls, you're not allowed to check the rack.
Huh.
That's to add more randomness back into it and not just automatically making the ball on the break every time and running out.
Man.
Because if you inspect
Sam's not under enough pressure.
Yeah, because if you inspect the rack, you can look for little gaps in there, and when you know where the gaps are, now you know which side of the table to break from to make the wing ball.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joe Tucker has a 2 DVD set on nothing but just racking and breaking and reading the rack and all that stuff, which I have, and it's some fascinating stuff. Highly recommend it if you're serious about 9-ball.
Man. What a shot, Dan Louie.
Oh, and how's
Look
his
at that
position?
gap.
Pretty good. Nice.
Holy cow. We were talking about how tight these pockets are. I can't even believe he shot that ball, and he just shot it right in there like it was nothing.
And he's got another
Great shot.
Yeah, another little tight squeeze past the 8 here.
And then he's going to have to squeeze the 3 by the 5 again.
Yeah.
Maybe that 5's giving him a little more room than I'm seeing. He looks pretty confident here.
I believe the U.S. Open was the same. Yes, I believe they were playing by that rule where, not allowed to inspect the rack. I believe that is correct, Nicola.
Carrying right down to make contact with that 6, probably.
He's in good shape now.
Yes, he is.
Got all the tough stuff out of the way. Now it's just a matter of staying in line and don't let your attention falter for even a second, because those pockets will spit the balls out. If your attention falters for even just a millisecond, it'll spit those balls right out.
Well, he left himself a great line to come up on top of that 6 ball.
Yes, he did. He's in perfect position now.
Just hit this center ball, drift right up the table. Don't want to hit that 6.
Oof.
Great shot.
That could have been disastrous.
I was thinking that's what I always end up doing. I hit a little bit inside and end up contacting that 6 ball and get in trouble. Just try and get a little off that rail and take the 7 in the upper left-hand corner.
He's going.
Drawn all the way back?
He was going for the side, and I think he overdid it. So now he's still going to shoot it in the side, but he's going to have to come down to this bottom rail and back up.
Yep. I think you're right. Yeah, you don't want to try and hold that ball.
No,
Feels good to just stroke straight through it.
Well, especially not on this fast table. I don't think you can. You got to go to the bottom rail and back up.
That shouldn't be any problem for Dan.
As long as he can avoid the 9, which he does, no problem.
Perfectly. Straight down to that foot rail and then straight back up to take the 9 in the opposite corner.
Looks good to me. All right, make it happen, Captain. No, he's not the captain. Nice big bounce.
Nice shot.
That's perfect.
Dan Louie about to take a 3-1 lead. That's huge. I don't know anybody out there who wants to spot Dan 2-4.
I know I don't.
Yeah.
Man, we're watching some good pool. I'm loving it. I love this format. I really love this Mosconi Cup style format. It is so much fun. It really
so
gets
cool.
the crowd involved. When you're just watching a regular tournament, does the crowd get involved like this? No.
No.
You're just watching some guys out there just playing some pool. They're only playing for themselves. They're not playing for you or your team or your state or your city. They're just playing for themselves, just trying to win $2,000 or whatever.
And I've heard a bunch of players talk about that. You know, I mean, it's so much more difficult when you're playing for someone else. When somebody else is involved, you just totally different kind of pressure. When it's just you, you're like, I miss it, and they relax in a very different way. Who's this next match coming up? It's Mike D and...
Next match coming up after this, Liz Cole versus James DeVee. That should be fun.
Wow.
And then Mike Deichmann, Tim Chwadell, Matt Horner versus Stephen Weekly. And then when we go hill, it's going to be a team match, team singles, everyone versus everyone. It's a free-for-all.
Well, I tell you, this is a huge, huge match because we have a mismatch coming up after this. Liz really has her hands full with James DeVee. And, I mean, we saw Kim earlier almost take out Chris Byers, and that was sweet, but definitely not the favorite there. And I think Liz has a real challenge ahead of her with James DeVee. So
yeah, but
hopefully Steve can get right back in this match.
I think she's up for the challenge, though.
Oh, yeah, totally.
She says, bring it. I don't care.
I've got all the confidence
James
in
who?
Liz Cole.
James who? It doesn't ring a bell. Bring it.
I definitely call her Liz MF Cole also. Yep.
No, you can't have that. That's Kim's. KMFJ.
You might have to share it. There she is.
All right, Steve.
Steve great on that one ball.
He's great on the one. He's got a narrow window between the 6-7 for shape on the 2.
Hey, you get on this 2 ball and you're looking really good to get out.
Yeah, that's the main issue is the 2. Once you get to the 2, if he gets good on the 2, it's lights out.
Larger extension there for Steve.
An extension for his extension.
He's got a 94-inch cue at this point.
He's actually standing a table away. It's.
Don't you dare get behind there.
He's not. It's
Pop
perfect.
out.
It's perfect.
Beautiful. Oh.
Or no, he didn't get there.
Steve says, I don't know. I don't know if it's perfect. He's got a great looking extension set up. I don't think he's out there. I think he's going to have to shallow jump it. Oh, no. Monitor looks like he's got it.
It is so hard to say.
I'm trying so hard not to keep standing up. I get excited and do it, and then the players see me, and I feel like it's
then they all give you the evil eye.
Yeah.
They staring at you like, is it okay if we shoot now?
All right. Yep, he's got the window. Good shot, Steve. Man.
Oh,
this
nice.
is a huge, huge rack for him. Yeah, if you had a chance to get back to 3-3 here, get through this one, hope for a bad break by Dan, and that's about all you can do.
Here, I'd just be tempted to play, short side on the 5 for the 5, up table.
I don't know why you'd force it.
I don't know what Steve's doing, but if it was me, that's what I would do. He's trying to come around.
What a risky shot. I mean,
he's okay. He should be able to handle this. I actually like shooting this with high right. Come spin 3 rails around the 9 for the 6 in the side.
Yeah, I sure don't like it. But
no,
I might like it more than the other option.
I prefer that versus bottom left is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right about that. But I think too much top, you can contact that 9 ball.
Yeah,
if you do, that's
the trick. Yeah, but bottom left, you can run into the 7.
Just got to pocket this ball.
He's going the high left, or the high right. And he didn't put enough right. It was just.
He's got to kick this ball on the side, and this is for the match right here.
Basically.
This is huge.
Yeah, if you miss this, that's going to put Danny on the hill, most likely.
He's got a great chance at this kick, though. Dollar bet?
You're betting he makes it?
Yep.
I'll take that bet.
Excellent. This will officially be the first time I've made any money off Steve Lingelbach.
Really? You're thinking you're that confident, huh?
100%.
Wow. So that's what it feels like being on the other end of that.
Yeah. Is he going to try and catch that second rail or just the one? Get in the hole.
I don't think he even touched it.
Gosh. That's a painful dollar.
He had to catch it thin, though, so that's where he had to hit it.
Yeah. That's why I like playing the second rail there and coming out. You get a bunch of English, you can throw that ball right in. I guess if you kick better than I do, you don't need that second rail, but that's huge. I'm going to play short here, so we can just carry right forward. No, maybe not.
7 and 9 both in the same pocket.
Yep. He's going to slide over. I think he wanted to just carry forward.
Yeah, I think he really just doesn't care either way.
Yeah.
Just, whatever.
Pretty
wherever it ends up.
unaffected.
I'll make it from anywhere. It don't matter. Oh, my goodness.
No way. Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
Oh. Just does something to my guts when that happens. I feel so bad for these players. Well, Steve with a real gift here and a chance to get back in this match. Well, we knew we were going to have a match on our hands, and Louie Bach has not disappointed. Steve playing nice and patient. I really appreciate his rhythm around the table and that he takes his time.
All right.
Very calm, fluid. It's like he's dancing.
Steve says, thank you very much for that gift. Keep them coming.
Yes, indeed. And he's still down 3-2. I mean, this is tough. He's in a tough spot. It's Dan's break, right? Yep.
Brock says he didn't get very positioned for the 9 had the 7 gone in. Well, the thing was he hit the 7-2 full. Had he actually cut the 7 enough to make the 7, the cue ball would have traveled over a little bit farther, so he would have had better position on the 9. You were going for the 420, weren't you?
Oh, I was totally going for that picture. Dan was just doing warm-up strokes on this table, and it was right in front of the monitor, and it was just going to be the coolest picture. I'm kind of a Dan Louie fan, I'll be honest. I love this guy.
It's hard not to be a fan.
Dan broke dry again. You know, that's what I don't like about the soft break. You've got one of the most dynamic breakers in the world who's hitting a soft break now, and it just, it's even more affected by the rack because you don't stand a chance to make a ball if the rack's off. I don't know. Not my favorite. And I sure love the way he breaks when he breaks the balls hard. Well, Steve with a great opportunity here. Well, what's going on? We got monitor issue here. The stream is still up, so it's just the computer. It just righted itself, apparently. Steve playing a great shot there. Dan Louie taking a tough jump here. Does have a good chance to make it. This rack is not real pretty. Well, great hit, but and might get fortunate. Very fortunate roll for Dan Louie. All right.
Wow.
Steve in another tricky spot here.
Yeah, he is. Thanks.
Hey, Rick Jones. That's right. Boombox on the mic.
What's up, Rick Jones? How are things in the land of bad boys?
What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Steve's got a gap here. He's shooting right through there. Oh, that's a great
That's
safety.
a nice shot. Yep.
What a cool little shot. That's why watching these guys is so much fun. I mean, when you have 9-ball players, when you have one pocket players playing 9-ball, you're going to see a really, really different and interesting game. I love watching them run out, but I mean, when you see him getting these safety battles, it's just so cool.
And Danny can see. I think he can see. No, he can't see this on the other one. He can't see this ball at all. He's having to kick.
You got a great chance of making a ball if you kick.
Yeah.
Boy, he looks like he's hitting a little deep on that. I mean, the 4 is huge from there. The gap between.
You got to hit it short and spin it at it, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right. That takes the 4 out of the equation. Ooh, nice hit. And you know these players are hitting them good when they're getting rolls like that because.
I think it goes into the side.
Think so?
Yeah, I think it goes to the side.
Yeah, I think you're right. Is Rick, are they doing are Bad Boys doing the U.S. Open down at Griff's? I don't know who's doing the streaming down there.
Probably CSI, I would imagine.
CSI. That would make sense. Well, Rick, I thought we were going to see you before October, but maybe not.
Yeah, he could play safe here and just pop this if he doesn't like the side, but yeah.
What a shot. All right. Well, Steve is not going down without a fight.
Nope.
And, I mean, that really opens this rack up. He's got, I mean, you got to get good on this 4-ball, but he's looking really good right now.
There you go. Just follow forward for the short side of the 3 here. Give yourself angle to get down for the 4.
Yep, good shot.
And you can hear about drawing the ball back at you with some.
I don't.
Draw it back at you with some.
I like to follow the ball, and I like
do too
2
on
rails.
these tables.
I like 2 rails out there. I understand wanting to hit that gap, but I just don't want to create any gaps for myself that I have to hit. You hit it great.
Yeah,
That's an
nice
awesome
speed.
shot. And that's a pretty big piece of pie. That's not a frozen pizza joke. All you viewers out there. Is he going to come around the backside of that 5 to take it in the... No, he'll probably just take it in the corner. Nope, he's looking at it.
Maybe. It can't just
I
go
think
one
he's got
rail
enough
straight
in
at it, straight at the 5 for the 5 in the corner.
Yep.
That's what it looks like, the angle he has to me.
That would be pretty sweet. Fires it with authority. Little added flair from Steve Lingelbach there saying, get over there. Yeah.
He's got a thin cut here. These are ones,
Oh, yeah.
a lot of people, they end up undercutting them, hit that outside point. You got to shoot that for the inside of the flare of the side pocket.
Well, I can tell you that I don't miss this shot until it matters. And once it matters, all of a sudden that pocket feels real tight. I mean, once you start thinking about it, it's a totally different thing. Beautiful. Perfect angle to get down to that 7 ball.
Yep.
I think he's going to leave himself a little high on the 7. Yep, right where he's pointing.
Yep.
That way he can just drift into the foot rail, pop back up for the 8 ball.
Exactly. You don't want to get down to the end rail. Now you're trying to have to force something. Let that, just catch the gap between the 8-9 here. Oh, he is coming all the way down.
You know, that's what I do. And then I'm in this situation where I've got to draw to the other side
That's why
rail
I like
and back
just
out.
rolling it out.
I don't understand that.
He should be all right here.
Oh, he will be.
But you're having to make the cue ball work against itself,
Yeah.
and that's never a
Ball's
good thing.
just going to come firing. No, he's got a great line.
Oh, there you go.
Shows what we know. All right, great shot, Steve. It's coming around 2 rails for that 9 in the same pocket. Under hits it a little bit.
Yeah.
You wanted a little more of that, that's for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. 2 inches there is huge.
Yeah.
Right now it's a hanger.
And he's on the rail.
Yeah.
He's fine though.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's totally fine. He's warming up the table over there for that cue ball.
Little dirt on his
Dirt on his shaft, maybe?
on his shaft. He's trying to get rid of.
Here we go. Drill this cut and you're 3-3. This is a big shot. Nice shot, Steve Lingelbach. All the way back to the head rail. Great shot.
Oh!
And when we were looking at 1-3 with them breaking, we're now looking at 3-3, Steve to break.
Cliff getting
This
a
is
little
totally
excited
different
and banging
match.
on the table that the camera is sitting on.
All right, Steve Lingelbach getting back in this thing. 3-3, what a match. Sherry, what do you think about the players not being able to inspect the rack?
I don't know.
I just feel like that's a knowledge thing. If you are we punishing people for learning the game? I mean, if somebody takes the time to learn those things, then anybody can take the time to learn them. So at what point are we rewarding?
Well, and there actually shouldn't be any, if you're having a ref out there rack, there really shouldn't be
no
any
discrepancy.
gaps. And
But I tell you what, we've seen a few.
Yeah.
Sam's done a terrific job, but we've definitely seen some breaks where the rack just did not come apart right.
Yeah.
Oh, and the first dry break from Steve Lingelbach. I'm sitting there talking about the break, and I missed it.
Yeah.
It just happens. Oh, maybe I can see. Yep, I can see the replay here.
So can he get, Danny, does the 2
Yeah.
go past the 8?
Yeah, that 7 ball just hit a little bit high on the rail.
Yep.
Really missed it. This is a good-looking rack for Dan.
Yeah, getting on the 2 if the 2 doesn't go past the 8.
Wow, gets all the way around. I think he overhit
He's
it.
behind the 4.
Oh,
Needs
except
oh
he's
no,
perfect.
Yeah.
Wow.
That worked out all right. I mean, if you think almost perfect.
And Louie. Gosh. I mean, how long has he just been an entirely relevant player?
Since 1974.
So cool. He is such a stud.
That was when he did his, I think, his back. Oh my goodness,
Oh,
back-to-back
gosh.
collegiate.
I've got to quit talking. I just keep jinxing these players, and it's just not fair at all.
Yeah. Well, he hasn't left anything easy for
I
Steve.
can definitely say that we've seen Dan miss more shots than I've ever seen him miss, and that really represents what kind of pressure these guys are under.
Yeah.
He's got a tricky shot here, though. I mean, he's going to kick that to the end rail and come bring the cue ball back up around the 6 ball. I don't think he's going to. Is he going to cut this ball?
Yeah, I think he's gotten it with some inside, just a little bit of inside, because you don't want to end up behind the 5.
Drills it. What a shot. Yeah.
Yeah, you put some people look, oh, I got it, but you really don't need that much inside to just hold it up and,
Yep.
there. And, yeah, Steve hit that nice.
I'm commentating this thing like I'm watching bank pool, and I'm right like on table level. It's so hard to see that angle. But, yeah, that was a very, very great shot. Make sure you leave yourself an angle on the 4 to come back for the 5.
Yeah, you want to use the side rail to come back to it so that you're coming off of it. That's nice. That's perfect angle. Just below center, a little bit of right to come off of the rail, straight back at up that nice line at the right. A little bit to the left of where he is right now is perfect. Because he's got to come up for the 6 or come to the short side of the 6. Because it does look like that 6 passes the 9. Yeah.
Yeah, you just got to make sure you draw this ball enough.
Yeah.
Oh,
What do you think about it?
pretty shot.
What John Schmidt, Mr.
a
400,
shot.
likes to call the whip shot here. 3 rails back underneath the 6 ball. That way it either goes in the corner past the, you take the one pocket that you don't have available out of the equation if you try to come up to the upper side of the 6 ball here.
You're saying draw?
Drawing it out of this lower left-hand corner, 3 rails back up, so you'd be coming this way. That way, if you come here, you got it here. If you're here, you got it here. If you're a little further, and it gives you all the other 5 pockets of possibility, depending on the speed you hit the shot at.
I like that. I get behind the 7 ball when I do that. Whereas if I play this with a little bit of tie inside and come up behind the 6 ball, if I overrun it, I feel like I'm going towards the good side of it as opposed to coming off that 3rd rail. He's shooting it.
Yeah,
and I mean, I just overhit that ball. He hit it perfect.
Yeah, I like that because it gives him opportunities at every pocket.
Totally. Makes sense. Whoa, thank you, Chris and Steven. Looks like SVB's got a double-dip Tyler Steyer right now in the finals.
That means he's
up 14-10.
Just defeated Sky Woodward then for Sky's out in 3rd place.
Ooh, sorry.
It's all good. That's a tough
I'm sure
tournament.
Sky's, no kidding. Monsters.
Yeah.
This is tricky. Is he gonna? He is
cut
gonna play
it in and
this.
come short side or play for the combination. What do you do?
I don't know.
Cut it in and come short side.
Short side. He didn't get there.
No, he's on 50-yard. Well, you're gonna have to play a little combination here.
Yep. That's absolutely right.
And then you're actually when you're shooting it just off of when it's like on that direct line to the hole. It's a lot easier when you got to cut it like that. It just toughens the shot up so much.
Oh yeah. I mean, this is a tough shot.
Yeah. Well, and the 7 ball's
he's
going to
got to hit this ball.
Yeah.
He's got to hit it to get around because that 7 ball's
going
to
to
come
the 7's going to go to the side rail because he's got to cut that 8.
Yeah.
A little bit. Yeah.
So he's got to hit it with a good pace. He definitely has some safeties available, but he wants out of this rack. It's 3-3. This is his break. This is his chance to reclaim his spot in the lead. Let's throw this ball a little bit. Watch that 8 fall in. What a great shot. Oh, Steve Lingelbach. Good shooting. And he's in great position. I mean, just
Yeah.
tap that in and pop right back up.
Now you go for the 9 in the same corner or the opposite corner?
I go opposite corner.
Yeah. I like spinning it around. I don't like putting that inside on it. Maybe it catches it a little bit and you undercut
And
it.
kills,
yeah.
totally.
Or the kills the cue ball.
Like you said, working against the cue ball.
Yeah. Yeah, you let it, help it work the way it wants to go naturally.
Beautiful.
Anytime you're trying to force
Hold up, sugar.
anytime you're trying to force it against itself, it makes that it actually shrinks the pocket on you too.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, Steve with a pretty big target here. This is to take the lead for
Yeah, I think it's on Dan Louie's back.
first time in a while. Steve Lingelbach getting to the hill, 4-3. Woo! That's right, Rick. All Mosconi team in finals. That's pretty cool. In the final 3. That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, Team Oregon with an amazing opportunity here. Dan Louie is going to take a quick bathroom break.
All right, and take a
Pressure is on. I think we're going to take a break ourselves.
Yeah.
We'll be back shortly.
waiting for Steve to get back still. Danny's here. But no Steve.
Sam's calling for players. We got a missing player out there. Well, Sam laying the hammer down says, I need Steve back. I mean, it seems like if one person takes a bathroom break, they both get a break.
Yeah. Well, no, you said we were waiting for Steve to get back.
Well, Steve Lingle is back, and he is ready, up 4-3. Dan Louie struggling a little bit with his break here. Let's see if he can pocket a ball. Do you want me to move?
All righty.
Yep.
Ball's the Did not move a whole lot there.
Another dry break.
Another dry break, and
It's maddening to me.
got shape on the one, just nobody home.
He is such an awesome breaker, too. It's like one of the coolest parts of this game, and Magic Rack just takes that out of the equation. I've never been a Magic Rack critic, but all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And I think most people here are going to go rail first like that, but that's why you can't do that on this table. I mean, how many balls have you seen rattled?
It came around it. I thought it was going to end up
Just
stuck
given,
in there.
yeah. But I mean, that's the whole rack right there. Steve just giving up huge advantage with the dry break there, looking at the one ball. Luckily for Steve, it's still real clustery out there, cloudy with the chance of clusters. Dan's kind of got to play that same shot. He's just a little closer to the pocket now, and the one ball is real close to that rail. So
I think this one here, you spin. You don't go rail first. You just spin it and go.
you don't go rail first?
No, I cut this ball in with a left spin to catch the end rail, and then the side railing come in between the 2-4.
Like he did?
Yeah, like he's trying to do there.
I think if he goes rail first, he's got a better chance of getting up on that, too.
Well, he caught the ball a little bit full, too, so it kind of bobbled going in.
Yeah. Dan's going to play safe here.
Yeah, he's going to bank
He's got a
the two
huge
up
wall there.
He'd like to get the cue ball right in, the
Right behind
looks
that
like
9
he's
ball.
thinning off the 2. I'd like to put it right in the mitt, like they like this, term that they like to use in one pocket.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess he didn't like it. He's just going to use a wall of balls there.
I like that shot.
Yeah.
I definitely wanted to move the 2 ball out of there, but that's getting your cue ball moving a lot quicker. Steve's got a pretty tough shot here. That's a real thin piece of pocket if you're going to try to jump this ball.
Yeah, no, I think he's going to spin behind the 4.
And if you can kick this 2 ball past the 8 and get the cue ball in between the 4 and 9, you're looking really good.
It could even come off of the 2 and slide up underneath the.
Ooh, that's not a great
hit
shot.
it.
Well, Dan's still got his work cut out for him.
Yeah.
That 5-7 is just ugly.
Yeah, it is.
But the 4's pretty close down there. It's
Yeah,
definitely
got something to
workable.
work with.
Let's see Dan peel this apart. Oh, no way. Oh, my gosh. I'm just speechless. We just never see this out of Dan Louie.
I think
and
he's
so.
He got a little love there.
He did get a little love. That's a hard ball to miss. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Well, Steve's jumping here, and that is a heck of a draw off this ball.
Yeah.
Maybe he's got enough of an angle to go to the foot rail and come back.
Yeah, he's got hands
like
to cut this, yeah.
Holy cow, he stuck it.
I end up kicking in
The old
behind
jump,
it.
kick, stick, and he's going to get good. Sit down, 2 ball.
He's jumping. I'm sorry. But, yeah, it
Breaking
had
my heart.
too much.
Wishful thinking.
I'm sorry. No, it just, I could tell the speed that it was coming off at, that he was going to leave it for
Yeah,
Danny.
you called it right. The verbal telestrator.
All right.
All right,
Cut
let's
this one
see.
in and go in between the 9-3 for the 3 in this bottom
Can
left.
he miss the 4?
I think so. Oh, no.
Drew the ball. Man, and I mean, it's just inside Dan's head right now.
Something's going on.
Yeah.
He's
I
not
feel for
right.
him so much. That's so heartbreaking. But again, leaves Steve Lingelbach hooked.
leaves him funny.
I don't think. Does he have the edge of the ball?
I think he's got the 2. This other angle here, I think he's got the 2. He can cut it in. It's not a fun shot. Nobody likes having to shoot it, but there it is for you.
Yep.
You got to make
This is
Dan
your
Louie
opportunity.
pay. You got to make Dan Louie pay for that shot.
And these are the opportunities that usually separate these players from other players. And right now, both are struggling to capitalize. Dan's got a great chance to get back in control here. Let's see. I think it cuts between that 4-5, don't you?
Yeah, it looks like it does. Oh, yeah, all day.
Yep. Yep, fire that ball in, come back with the 3 ball. You go 2 rails out of there. I think I do.
Yeah, I like
Little
the
bit of
I like
high
the two,
right.
Yeah, I like the 2 rails because if you try to come 1 rail, you could end up funny behind the 6 ball.
Mm-hmm.
If you try to just cut it in with a little bit of high ball, you could end up behind the
Missed
6.
it. Oh,
See, and that's the way he hit it. He didn't end up behind the 6, but he could have.
yeah.
You know,
Totally.
if he'd have cut that, if he'd have made the ball, he could have ended up funny there.
Well,
That's why I
this
like your
2
shot to
ball
come
is
with 2 rails.
the plague of
Yeah.
this match right now. Holy cow. This has been rough. And Steve is in a really tough spot. I mean,
Yeah.
even if he makes this 2 ball, he's stuck down there.
None of them want to cooperate.
I think he wants to kick the 2 or shoot the 2 ball 2 rails and stick down there.
That's what he was trying.
Hit it a little
It's
firm.
going to
Sit.
come about 5 rails.
Yep.
Oh, wait, look. No, it rolled out.
It did roll out.
It came out. I don't think Danny can see this ball to make it. But,
It's pretty close.
oh, I don't know. He might be hooked. He might have to get jumpy. He might have to
Might have to get jumpy.
get out Willie Hobby.
The recovery with these seasoned players is one of my favorite things to watch. When you see them struggle, you see them go through that, and you see them take that deep breath and just come back to what they know. And I think we're going to see that from Dan Louie. He's taking a tough shot here. It looks like, is he trying to spin around this ball, or he's just got the whole ball?
I can't tell.
He's trying to spin around.
He's,
Oh, man. He just fired that ball over there.
If it jumps up to the end rail, that's a great shot. You know, it was almost a freebie.
Man, what a try.
Yeah.
Great
Yeah.
shot, Dan Louie.
Yeah, but now look what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Steve cuts this ball in. He's opening up the 7-5. The cue ball comes off of it and goes up table to the 3.
Hopefully,
possibly.
or it gets stuck behind the 8. I mean, you want to open that 7-5 so much, but if you get stuck for the 3,
Yeah,
it doesn't do you any good.
He has to try to overcut the 2 here so that he just catches the inside of the 7.
Yeah.
And it comes off of the 7 and goes back
Oof.
towards the 3 ball.
And then I get hooked behind every ball on the table. I'd rather hit this with inside and deal with my 5-7 later. Yeah. I like that shot. I like parts of that shot. Oh, man.
And now he is
It's tough.
in a little bit of a predicament.
Well, now you got a great safe opportunity. He's going to thin off that 3 ball, leave the cue ball down where he's hoping. It's like Sam is wondering about if the balls are frozen. I don't think that's going to be an issue here. He's going to, oh, maybe not. He's going to push that 3 ball over into the cluster. No. That'll do. Little, ooh, he left a window. Man, with Dan struggling like he is, though, is it enough? That's a long, tough cut. And, I mean, there's a whole lot of problems with this rack still. Mainly revolving around the 5-7, but
Yeah.
you got to make this 3 and get real good on that 4 ball because you really want to break those 2 out on your shot on the 4 ball.
You got to sweet stroke this for this table, too.
This is that opportunity for Dan, though, right here. Oh,
There's that
man,
sweet stroke.
don't you dare.
That 9 ball just got him.
No way.
It jumped up and bit him right in the woohoo. Pretty sure.
He played that shot so good, man. That
yeah,
is just
he hit
heartbreaking.
it nice.
I think he's going to try and spin it in. I think if you try and spin this ball in, you still have a good chance of breaking those out. And you got a great chance of making it. You're throwing it towards the pocket. It's a risky shot, though. Let's see what a better player would do. I think he's going to do it.
Yeah. I like 2 railing out of there. Cue ball at the 5. Open up the 5 ball. Play a productive safe. I was just going behind the 8.
Such a great shot.
Yeah.
That's what a better player would do.
Yep. Yeah, if he could, he may not have been able to go at the 5 because I think, a more productive safe open up the 5. If he could have done that, I think he probably would have.
Yep.
Because the 5 actually holds you behind the 8 and the 9 too.
Well, you open it up, and
Yeah.
I mean, Damien pump and kicks that in, and all of a sudden, you're still working on it. It got a laugh out of Kevin, so it's starting to work. Steve's going to one rail. Yeah. Maybe catch that foot rail also. It's a nice shot, Steve. But leaving a great opportunity and the breakout for Dan Louie here.
Yep, that's a nice shot to open this up.
The way you contact these balls is the name of the game right now. I mean, he's got that 4 ball. This is a pretty buttery shot, but I mean,
if he hits the 5 full, and if the 5 hits the 7 full, 7's banking out, but the 5's staying there.
yeah. Well, and with the 5 staying there, you're usually hitting this with a little left English, and your cue is going to head that direction, which can get you in trouble. You may just be, he's spinning it. Yep. Yeah, that's so common. Got to hit either a thinner piece of that 5 to get it out of there. If you hit it full, you just get stuck.
Yep, cue ball.
That's tough,
5
man.
gets stuck and the cue ball comes out.
That 5 ball is teeny right there, too. Danny's still got a great chance to make it.
Just kick it in.
Kick it in and run out.
Exactly, that's all you got to do.
Somebody says that. I forget who.
I don't know. Some girl. I've heard her say it before.
I think her husband might say it, too.
He says it because I say it.
Oh, yeah?
Just saying.
He got it from you? A stolen line.
No. When you're married, you get you have half the rights to that stuff too.
Oh, it's just a Ross line. It's not a Kevin or Sherry. Rail birds, they're plural. Kick that ball in, Dan. Oh, man.
He almost did. He's going to get a little love.
Look
Look at
at
this
that.
up on the 7.
Man, oh, man.
He got a little love.
And Steve's even blocked from the long rail kick.
Yeah.
It's more than a little love. That's pretty lovey.
Yeah. And somebody got up on the right side of the bed or went to church this morning or something. Went to the bakery.
Went to the bakery. Well, Steve's going to one rail. Kick this. Maybe catch the second rail.
Yeah, he went to the bakery and got some donuts for the pool gods.
He's paying somebody off because, yeah, it's not very often you see these guys miss that many shots and still be in the race. He's going to hit this ball. Oh, no way. Oh, wow. Wouldn't that have been a spectacular end to this match? And now...
It might go right here.
Yeah.
I mean, the cue ball wants to cut this
Dan
ball.
has to play that
yeah,
carom.
that cue ball wants to go right at that hole anyhow.
Yep.
Right? So just act like you want to scratch. Just so what
Well-
you say when you're going up there, don't scratch.
Yeah.
So it's going to happen. So then you make the 9, right?
What happens if I say scratch? Is he going to try and make them both? Or just back cut the 5?
I think he's riding the 9 the whole way.
Nope.
He's going to get a little more love. That
Well-
7/8 is all funny now, and cue ball pretty much
I'm
frozen
really-
on the end rail.
Really, really surprised at that. I can't
Yeah.
believe that he wouldn't take that. I want to see the replay. Well, here we go. This is Steve's opportunity. He almost got lucky with that 9 ball, but he is 5 balls away from Oregon taking the lead. And it's a lead that we could use right now. Plays a good save.
Yeah, playing
Nice
a
shot,
smart
Steve.
shot. Heroes are not winners.
Heroes are not winners?
No.
What are
No,
they?
don't play the hero shot.
Oh, yeah. Hero shots aren't winners. That makes sense. Dan going to jump this ball. Oh, man.
He's going to jump.
Is he
bank,
going to Liz
combo.
Cole this?
He's going
right
to
in the
try
side?
and pump that 9 ball right in the side.
Do it, baby.
Into the middle.
Liz Cole hit the jump bank heard around the world yesterday.
Yeah,
for
she
those
did.
Of you who
It
missed
was
the,
awesome. It is now going to be called the Liz Cole.
oh man.
He's opened it up.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
the opportunity that Steve
Yeah,
needed.
no.
They're all open. Everything goes. Steve
Yeah.
Lingelbach is
And
5
he's on
away.
the hill. And to put your team up 9-8, this is so big
Huge.
right here. Huge point.
After being down 1-3. Pretty wild. And going into what's going to be a really tough match for Team Morgan. James DeVee and Liz Cole coming up next. And it's going to be...
I don't know. Look at them girls. You watch out.
They've been such studs. Both of them. Kim Jones
Yeah.
and Liz Cole have just been amazing. They were last year as well. The women have been, I think, more consistent than the dudes. I guess there's a lot more dudes out there, though. I'd like to see more female players.
I posed a question on one of Emily Fraser's posts about a couple of the upcoming tournaments that Matchroom will be doing. What would it take to get a woman on each team for the Mosconi Cup? How awesome would that be?
Oh, that'd be rad. I know a lot of them go. I know that they're huge fans. They're really enthusiastic supporters of the game. And that's what Mosconi's all about,
Yeah.
is people who are coming out to support pool. And just an entertaining atmosphere where everybody gets to be involved.
Yeah, and that's what this is here. Toshi asking what was the crowd noise. It's actually encouraged between shots, between games, stuff like that, just not when the players are down on their shots. This is a Mosconi Cup style event, so it includes the crowd.
Well, Steve Lingelbach is 3 balls away from cowbell. That was a huge shot. Wishes he was a little more over there, but you got to be thrilled shooting this ball. He was down 3-1, and now he's shooting 3 balls away from winning this match. It's amazing. A couple big turnarounds.
Yeah, I think you can just follow this. It misses the 8. It's going to come off of the 7. Even if you don't, oh my goodness,
my
miss
gosh.
the 8. Holy smokes. Wow.
Oh, my gosh.
What did we just see?
He missed it bad.
Wow. So does Dan Louie go for the 9 again here?
Ooh,
Or does he go for the out?
this
That
is
was,
crazy.
oh my goodness. I don't even know what I just saw.
What do you think about shooting the 7 behind the 9 and then carrying off the 9 in the side pocket?
No. That's what I think about that. You bank the 7 cross side and play the 9 in the side.
I don't know if the line's there. I think he's playing the combo. Or maybe he's just cutting it past the 9.
I think you're supposed to, and if you cut
Yeah.
it past the 9, if you glanced at the 9, then
He just tried to make it.
he
Oh,
tried
man.
to shoot it past the 9.
It's a really fortunate roll. How are those balls lined up? I can't believe this game.
I don't think Steve's got the 7.
No, I don't think he does either. Unless he's going to... he's got a pretty fun little kick-safe opportunity here, going either way. You can kick and stick and try and get right behind that 9 ball and put the 7 down on the foot rail.
Yeah.
He can thin off the 7. Oh, he's got enough of the ball where he can just sit there. I think that's what he's going to do. Come 2 rails and just hope that 9 ball.
He's riding
it.
a 9. Get out of the way. Get out of there. Can let somebody just shoot.
What is
run
going
out.
on? What is happening?
Oh my goodness. The pressure in the room is palpable. You can almost taste it. It's so
I don't know
tense.
what he was shooting there.
I don't know either. Maybe he was playing the 9 the whole way. I don't know.
Like 7 ball coming back to hit the 9?
Yeah, I don't know. Do you think he could bank it through there?
This isn't a gimme either. Is he going to come around the 8 ball here? Is he going to play with a little inside and pop out? Inside and pop out. Great shot. There's Dan Louie. There he is.
There he is. I'm sorry about that, guys. Hit the button twice. back and forth. You don't hold this on this table.
He does.
I think that, I guess
Yep,
he could
he's
hit this with a
shooting
nice
low
kill.
inside.
Yeah, he's killing it.
Yep,
Nice.
great shot. I know what you're saying, though. I mean, it slips off that rail, and all of a sudden you're right on top of that ball shooting a bank shot.
Yep.
I don't think I've ever wanted Dan Louie to make a ball more.
He wants to be hill.
I do, and I'm cheering for Team Oregon, but, man, I'm just
Under
cheering
pressure.
for all these players.
Sweet, sweet, sweet. Gotta love it, guys. And who didn't own it? Hill again.
Steve, a great sport, getting up there to help shag the balls. We are Hill, 8-8. This is amazing. All you people out there, get down here. I see the viewership popping up. Let's see some of you guys come down and support these players. This is awesome. Crowd is going wild.
This is awesome. I want every tournament to be like this now.
More cowbell?
More cowbell. Pool needs more cowbell.
Sam Rabito reminding the players as well as the fans that the players will receive an extra extension for this game. They both have 2. And here we go. Steve to break. There we go.
Wing ball dead in.
Wing ball, 1 ball dead in the pocket. I mean, this is, you have to count on Steve to run this rack.
Yeah, this 1 ball. Oh, it's big. This is big shot right here.
I like
And the
running
four to-
around.
yeah, the
I
four
like
to the
running
six.
around 3 rails.
Yeah, and the 4 to the 6 is going to be a big shot too.
Yeah, I gotta run around. I mean, you may make contact with an 8 or 4, but you push through it. If you draw off that, you have so much speed going. He's gonna get.
It's going to bump it. Oh my goodness, is that in the line?
It is so
That
hard
is.
to see
in-
these
that
players
I think
struggle
that
like
is
this.
in the line. Oh my goodness.
Yep. Once I see these players shooting the same shot I'm gonna shoot, I worry, and that's why there's a little concern there. Again, though, he's got this 2 ball right by the pocket. He's got a great chance to make this ball. You do want to hit it with a little bit of draw, so you can pop up for the 3. I think Steve's favorite to make this shot. Oh, great
Oh,
try.
it's pretty close.
He's going to get safe. There we go. All right, well, a fortunate roll. And
Yep.
an unfortunate roll getting behind the 8 ball, and then a fortunate roll leaving Dan on the rail. That is a tough cut. I don't think he's going to cut it, though. I think Steve will probably hit off the right side of that 2 ball.
I mean, Danny.
Dan, yep.
Yep.
Excuse me.
Yeah, and 2
Right off
rails
there.
back down table.
Yep, under the 6. It's not too concerned with how much the 2 pops out as long as it doesn't go too far across the table. More concerned with getting that cue ball behind the 6. Look at that shot.
Yeah. How do you hit it, Dan Louie?
It's so pretty.
I think he's got he can see.
Yeah, you can see the whole 2,
He
which
can see all of it, but you know.
I think Dan was trying to hit a little higher up on the rail, but he threw that ball a lot. People give me a hard time for jinxing and saying he's going to run this rack.
It's funny because, you know,
I'm not-
we could have sat over here and not been recording and nothing, and it still would have happened.
Yeah.
It's funny, though.
I think
That
he's
ball's
just
good.
trying to play safe,
Yeah,
but
it's going to come out.
you wanted to get up behind that 8 ball.
All
Oh,
right.
it's a heartbreaker.
It's a thin cut, but for my money, I'd say Dan Louie cuts it in.
Oh, yeah. Well, so far the jinx is working, so
Yeah.
I like Dan Louie to get out of this rack, for sure.
Just a little bit of high ball. Oh,
You
so
don't wanna
just a little
nudge
bit of
that
high
three.
ball. If it rubs off the 4, that helps out a little bit.
And still great chance here. Just an easy little up and back. These pockets are just feeling really tight to these players right now.
That was as safe as Afghanistan. That's a good one. Is that Darren Walding in disguise?
Is he trying to come behind the 4-ball here?
Nah, he's
I
just
like
going
just
back
rolling
and
this
forth.
forward.
Yeah.
He just looks like he's lining up low on the ball.
He might be trying to kill it again.
Yeah, he's coming behind it.
Wow.
I'm so surprised at that call.
And now he's got to spin down for the 6.
Yeah, that's not the shot you want to be taking. But he is Dan Louie. I do not know what shot he should be taking. Yeah, hitting this with inside is not a whole lot of fun.
Yeah, no.
And you want to hit this ball crisp, and it's easy to overrun it.
Well, and you can't hit it too crisp because you got to put enough on it for it to go past the side pocket.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, if he makes that ball, I got to stop talking.
See, I like it just coming past the side pocket to the side rail because you need to get down table anyhow for the 8. I don't like trying to get all the way down there. And if he didn't juice that
What I
ball
mean
as
about
much,
the
it probably
overrun.
goes.
Yeah. Well, Steve's just going to knock this 4-ball up table and freeze him on the 6. What's that?
Darren Walding, don't make me come down these stairs, Sherry. Nice shot, Steve.
It's hard to know how to support these players. You hear Damien calling out for some Dan Louie magic, and when you're struggling, it's a hard thing to hear, I think. You know you're supposed to come with something here, but there's 4 balls on the table in your hill. It's you're calling for your magic. This is tricky. You one rail trying to kick it in the corner?
Gosh, this angle he's kicking it almost looks like he's kicking it at the side.
Oh,
yeah, at the corner.
Yep, he was going for the corner.
Is the 8-ball going to give him a little
No.
love? Oh, it's still tough. I mean, look, the 6-ball
hit.
down here. It's a nice thing to hit that 8-ball. If it rolls up to 4, comes up, and it's a whole lot easier to get to the 6.
Steve's got a full table 3-rail running shot. Ooh, man. Never be easy.
No.
Both these players, though, smiles on their faces. I mean, they're pros. It's good to see them having fun out there, and that's all you can do when you're really in that rut is just try to relax yourself.
Oh, yeah, and this rack to put your team up 9-8 going to 11. I mean, and it's been back and forth, so you want to have that up game.
Totally.
You know.
Just coming down to 4 balls is one thing. Now it's coming down to...
Oh, he's going to leave it tough again. Danny can cut this in. You got to be careful. If you hit it too hard, it glances off of the 4 and scratches up in the corner. So you got to hit this with a little more finesse. It's just got
fine.
Yeah, but if you hit it too hard.
Oh yeah, totally.
Because he's been overpowering some things.
You're absolutely right.
It glances off that 4 straight in the corner. You just got to let the table run the cue ball to the side pocket, Danny.
I think what most people are trying to do is they're trying to overcut this 4-ball to hit it even more thin. And if you do that, I mean, you got a natural line to come short side on the 6-ball, but I think he's probably going to try and kill it and stay on the wide side.
See. I like just feathering it and letting this table take you down to just above the other side pocket.
Look at that. Well, you called for Dan Louie magic, and there it is.
Yep. Well, he's overrun a little bit. He's going to go below. The side pocket's big here, sliding off at this angle.
Yeah. It is. You're running right on it. You want to be straight on this 8-ball.
Yeah, so he needs to actually...
He's just going to hit this with a little slide draw, though.
Yep, use it to... you go a little bit further, accept a little bit longer shot, and slide past the side pocket.
Oh, this is a scary shot to be taken, though, for sure. Oh, pretty. Wow, I do not believe what I'm seeing. From being up 3-1 to being down 4-3, and now to be 2 balls away. This is huge. Wants to punch this out a little bit, but man, you don't want to do anything funny here and risk not having a shot on the 9.
Stay with it the whole way. There you go. This actually here's tougher than almost anything else. He's going to take his second extension real quick, I think.
Smart man.
Yep. Before it even becomes a question, just take it now.
And those are the things that I like to watch about these players. You watch him, take that hand and shake it out. You watch him stay loose. And Louie's been in this position a lot, but he just wants to make sure that body's not clenched up. That he's just ready to shoot this ball.
You get that the lactic acids built up in your muscles and stuff like that, and that can cause twitching. They're not breathing properly.
Oh, totally.
All kinds of things that your body. He's missed it.
Oh my gosh!
He jumped up out of his shoes.
Oh man. And again, that's when you're shooting that 8-ball. Well, you want to punch that 8-ball and get out a little bit, but there was no room to do anything.
Yeah.
Even if you're doing it, you risk rattling that ball.
Exactly.
It looked 2 balls away like such an easy place to be in, but there are no gimmies on a table like this.
And Hill. Did we mention that pressure?
And Hill.
Yeah, exactly what Wired Space says. Little bitty backswing on that. That's what I do when I'm like that. I take hardly no backswing. And I don't do a whole lot of warm-up strokes and just barely push through. It's less time for something to waver, for a muscle to twitch. There we go. Steve Lingelbach gets that point. Big game.
Both these guys, they bypassed the handshake. They went for the hug. These guys have been playing for so long, and it was a hard match to watch.
Was tough. Yep. All right. Well, we'll be back with another match real soon. Thanks for sitting in.
Thank you for having me.
All right.
Cheers.
See you guys.